Hello. Today you're going to look at how to log into your library account to check on the status of your account and anything that you have checked out under your name. We're going to do that by clicking on Login and then use your district username and password. Once you're logged in, this white screen appears and that is indicated as your home page. To look at your account, you can go to My Info. Right now, this particular patron doesn't have any library materials out. However, I do see that there is a fine, and it looks like LM is for late materials for 20 cents. There is also a hold pending. One of the reasons we're doing this today is so we can look at adding a resource list that we can take to the library and browsing the shelves, but also we might be able to use in our Works Cited. We're going to go in through the catalog, and we're going to go to resource lists. Now I want you to notice that we are at public lists, and the library and staff have put together quite a few of these public resource lists. So if you are looking for reading inspiration, this would be a great place to check. However, we want to make our own list. We'll click on My Lists, and this button here, Add List, is what we're going to be working with today. Name your list. And I'm not sharing it with anyone else, so I'm going to go ahead and click Save. If I don't click Save, I haven't really created the list. Now, how do we add titles to our newly created resource list? Again, we'll go in through the catalog, complete a search, and right now I'm doing a keyword search. Now, something that I notice is that we are looking, let's go ahead and refine our search because I see a lot of other schools. We are going to note what location are we looking in, and we were looking at all of Fayetteville public schools. If I want just the resources available at the high school, I will need to change that. So again, I'm going to go and do a keyword search for Tall Tales. That looks like a more appropriate number for our level. We have 8. And if I want to choose a title to add to my list, I can go in and double check the title, make sure it's something that I would like to add to my list. And I'm going to go ahead and note a few things here while we're here. One, I can go ahead and see the call number. That tells me where it's located on the shelf. In addition, I get a super short synopsis of what this book is about. I want to show you here in this area how this might be helpful. For example, you might want to look for other books by this author, especially if that author happens to be famous or renowned for the type of tale or the subject matter that you are researching. I can also go into TitlePeek. This is going to give me a separate window. Now in this window, I'm going to find a picture of the book, and sometimes my summary is a little bit longer. We also like to look at these review areas because a lot more content is within the review section. Reviews are by professionals in the field in critiquing the title of the book that you're looking at. In order to get back to the catalog, I will need to close out the TitlePeek. Now I'm back. So I can see this selected list is folklore titles, and I can go ahead and add this to the list. To go back to the previous screen where I saw the other titles, I'm going to click Search Results. Oh, now this one might be interesting. I can also add to the list out here to the right-hand side. We know that it's going to be the correct list that we're adding it to because of this area here. Selected list, yes, folklore titles. If I happen to have other lists going and I needed to add it to something else, I can do that here. I can also see what's in my list based upon a search by looking at the right-hand column, and it says that it's already in the list. I might want to add this one as well. But before I do, let me go ahead and click in here and see if there are any more. Perhaps I'm interested in this particular region. I'm going to add that one because I am focusing on tall tales, but maybe I also might want to look at Ozark tales and superstitions, so I could add that. Now let's go into our list and see what we can do with it. We're going to go into resource lists, go to my list, and let's look at the list we just created, folklore titles. A couple things that I can do here. I can go ahead and email this list. I can also save it as a text. And let me show you what that looks like. When you save it as a text, you must click go, and it will download it for you. And that's basically going to open a list for you that has the title as the entry, and you will also be able to see the call number or where to find it on the shelf. Some of the things that I might be able to do with this list, if I find it helpful, is I could create the citation list. I think for our purposes, you might like the bibliography list. I would click Show the Notes, and let's always arrange it by call number to make our search on the shelves a lot more efficient. So this is what it looks like when you create a bibliography from your list. Your call number, the title, call number, title, along with whatever type of summary was available. And you can see the call number, the title, and also the summary. Something to note in this particular example is this R. The R indicates that it is in the reference section. I hope that you have learned something today from the catalog tutorial. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact the library and library staff.